Hey, Lila, I really hate to ask this, but I'm going to need you to start sending me money every month. I'm thinking that we can start at 1,000 a month and see where we can go from there. Thanks for understanding.
Wait, Tammy, you want me to send money every month?
That's right. Tim has been sending us about 2,000 a month, but that just isn't enough for us to get by on. So now you need to start giving us some money too, okay?
My husband's already sending you that much money, and it's still not enough. I think that means there's something wrong with the way you're spending the money. I mean, your parents really only have their retirement money to live off of. I would think between the money from Tim and that would be enough.
So you're saying that you're just going to let my mom and I keep being poor? What if there's another health scare and we don't have enough money for the hospital? What are we supposed to do then? The doctor said that there was a chance that he would have to increase her prescription size, and it's already expensive enough right now.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe you should be the one to help your mom next time that happens.
What do you mean I should be the one to help my mom?
I just mean that it sounds like your parents are already sending you plenty of money. So I think that if that really isn't enough, then maybe you should contribute a little more.
Excuse me? Just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Well, I heard a bit about it from Tim, but you're not looking for a job right now, are you? I mean, it's already been a whole year since you got let go. Don't you think it's time to start working again? I mean, if you did that, then I'm sure you would be able to take care of your money problems.
I am sorry, but I have no intention of looking for a job anytime soon. That is why I'm coming to you to make up the money that we need. Now just hurry up and pay me.
What do you mean you don't intend to look for a job? You mean you're just going to stay unemployed?
That's right. I do, in fact. I mean, someone has got to stay home and take care of my mom, and that someone is going to be me.
Is your mom really doing that poorly right now?
You have no idea how tough things are over here. I'm so busy all the time, and you never know when my mom might trip and then we'd have to take her to the hospital or something. That's why I'm choosing to stay at home for all of this. That's why I can't just go out and find a job.
I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure that your mom is healthy enough to get herself to the hospital if she needs to go. I'm sure that you do a lot to set her at ease by being at home, but I hear that all you do is just sit on the couch and play on your phone.
What? Who said that? And just what makes you think my mom can get there herself if something bad were to happen? Who cares if I'm looking at my phone as long as I'm there and ready to get my mom out of there in case of an emergency?
I guess you have a point there. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so. Maybe now you understand why I need to be home to look after my mom. You never know when something terrible could happen to my mom, and that could keep her from getting to the hospital herself. But by staying at home, I'm basically an ambulance service right in her house. If anything, I would be dangerous if I found a job and had to leave home every day. Now, as you can see, I have my hands very full watching my mom here. So at least you could do is send me a little money every month. Again, I'm thinking we start with 1 grand and see how things go from there. It might change if I need more spending money.
Now just hold on a second. You mean that you're taking some money for yourself out of the money your parents are sending you?
Well, of course I am. I mean, that's hard work having to take care of my mom. You think I would do this if I wasn't getting paid? I am working around the clock with 365 days a year, and I need to get something for all of that effort.
I really don't even know what to say.
So, anyways, go ahead and start sending me the money this month, okay? Tim has been the one giving us money up to now, so it's not fair for you to be the only one not helping take care of my parents. They're your in-laws too, you know. Oh, Lila, I'm so sorry. I heard that Tammy called you about sending money. I just don't want you to pay her any mind at all. We don't need to be sent any more money, I promise.
Oh, really? But she seemed to be really scared that you might get sick or hurt at any moment. She also said something about your medication or treatment getting more expensive soon as well.
Yes, but they did up my dosage for some of my pills, but it was only on slight amounts. But it still isn't that expensive because I've been taking the generic brand this whole time. The new price is only about $20 more a month.
Oh, really? That's all that it went up by?
But Tammy keeps pushing me to stop using generic brands of medicine. She told me that I should just take the name brand and ask you to pay for it all. But even if I did that, I would probably only need like an additional $100 a month.
Is that it? Just 100? But Tammy said that she would need another $1,000 to be able to take care of you.
Oh, this girl. Did she really say that? What is the matter with her?
She said that the $2,000 a month she was getting wasn't enough for her. But I also heard from Tammy that she's just refusing to look for a job at all. She said that she's too busy taking care of you to work. That's why she was asking for another $1,000 a month to help with that.
Wait. You said we're getting $2,000 a month? Are you guys paying that much a month already? I thought that you were only sending us $500 a month. Where did those $2,000 came from?
Well, it was Tammy's idea. She suggested it after she started living with you. She said that your retirement money was much less than she thought and that she needed more money to take care of you.
She said what? What is she talking about?
I know that we talked about this earlier, and you said that between your retirement and $500 a month you were going to be fine. But Tammy said that you were living right on the edge financially and that you'd be needing much more to be comfortable. So anyway, I talked with Tim and he suggested we up it to $2,000.
But Tammy never told me anything about any of this. I mean, we were living more than comfortably when you were sending us $500 a month. Oh no, I'm so sorry if we've made things really difficult for you by having you send so much. The thing is that, well, Tammy chose to live back at home despite all my best telling her otherwise.
You mean that she's living there despite you not wanting her to?
Oh, not only that, but when she came to move in, she insisted on taking over all of the finances for the house and took my bank cards to manage the account. I haven't touched the money since then, so maybe that's why I have no idea about any of this. But now I'm sure that Tammy is just using all the money you've added for herself. It's no wonder she just doesn't want to work when she is just ripping you off.
So then you think that this extra $1,000 would have gone straight to Tammy as well?
Aye, without a doubt. She is just wanting to pocket that money for herself. And to think that you were already supporting us and Tammy had the gall to ask more from you.
Oh, right, that actually reminds me. About the money, it seems to me like Tammy thinks it's Tom who's sending it. She told me that the $1,000 was the least that I could send to be a good daughter-in-law.
Oh my goodness, that girl seriously doesn't know when to quit, does she? I've already tried to talking to her over and over, but she just refuses to listen to me. She refuses to believe what I'm saying.
What do you mean? What are you trying to tell her?
Well, she thinks that her brother Tim works for some huge company and that's why she thinks that he's the one who has been sending the money all this time. I tried explaining that you're the one who's been sending the money this whole time, but she thinks that I'm saying to do you a favor by saying that.
Well, it is true that Tim's company is working via contract for a huge corporation, but I'm the one who's actually working for said company.
Lila, I want you to not worry about sending us that much money anymore. Please just reduce it back down to 500 that it used to be. Meanwhile, I am going to have a serious talk with Tammy.
Wait, Pearl, maybe before we do that, you, Tim, and I should talk in person about this. Of course, I think that Tammy deserves a talking to, but I also think that she's tricked us for a long time, and probably still has more tricks up her sleeve.
You're right, but I'm still just so sorry for all of this. You know that I've thought about kicking Tammy out, even cutting her off entirely. I've thought about it, but you're right. I think we should talk together. Hey, Lila! You have got some explaining to do. I still haven't seen your money transferred into my account. Hurry up and pay me right now.
Yeah, that isn't going to actually happen.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? What kind of game is this? Are you really not going to do anything to take care of your mother-in-law?
I've actually paid much more than I ever intended to pay to help her. But now I know that none of that money was actually going to help her.
What are you talking about? We are in serious dire straits financially and you say this now? Fine. If you really don't want to do anything, then fine. I guess it's a good thing that I've already moved to get rid of you. I sent your divorce papers to the courthouse today.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I thought of a solution to all of our problems. I'll just ask Tim to move in with Mom and I get rid of you. After all, it's Tim who works for the huge company and who sends us money while you do nothing for us at all. That's why I knew I had to get you out of the picture.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about in the slightest. You're telling me that you sent off divorce papers for Tim and I without asking us at all first?
It was the only move I had. I mean, you're the one who refuses to live with Mom, and it's your fault that Tim doesn't want to live here anymore. I knew that if you and him were no longer together, though, then that would mean he would come back to us, finally.
I seriously have no idea what goes on in that head of yours sometimes.
Well, you've done this to yourself. You should have just sent the money like I asked you to. Of course, I know that you don't make nearly as much as my brother, so maybe you just couldn't afford it. Honestly, though, you should be ashamed of yourself for not doing more to help out your husband's family in our time of need. At least now, Tim is finally free.
I've had just about enough out of you. You're going to regret this.
What are you talking about now?
I mean that I've reached the limits of my patience. You're a selfish, mean woman who only ever thinks of herself. But fine, if that's really what you want, then you can have your brother back and I'll stop sending the $2,000 a month.
What are you saying? I already know that it's actually my brother who's been sending the money. You haven't given a cent, so don't try and talk all high and mighty to me now.
You're going to really talk to me about not contributing anything when you've refused to look for a job for a whole year? Did you think that I was just going to keep working for you all this time? You thought I'd just let you get away with that?
What do you mean? You don't give me anything. I'm not wrong. Honestly, you are such a spoiled little girl. I've explained this to you over and over again, but you just refuse to listen. And now you've gone so far as to fraudulently send out divorce papers for your brother and Lila? What is the matter with you? Why do you insist on causing me so much trouble in my old age? You're the reason that I'm having financial troubles. Wait a second, hold on. Is this my mom? That's right, I'm here with Lila right now. And you have never once expressed any gratitude for all the money she has given us. Not only that, but you couldn't be satisfied and just had to keep asking for more and more to take for yourself. Wait. I still don't understand what's going on. I thought it was Tim who was sending us money this whole time. I just wanted my brother to come back home. That's why I did what I did. I mean, if he came back to live with us, we would never have to worry about money again. and the three of us could all live happily. If you think that we are going to be financially okay with just my retirement money and Tim's salary, you are dead wrong. Tim just works for a company under a contract by a huge company you think that he does work for. But he doesn't even make all that much. You mean that my brother is just working as a contractor? Of course he does. How many times have I walked you through this? Why don't you ever listen to me when I try to tell you these kind of things? Honestly, you've always been such a stubborn girl, but I didn't think that you were this stupid either. The one who has been sending us money this whole time has been Lila. Really? She has? Are you serious? Wait, no, that isn't right. Oh, please, don't even try to deny it. And now you've gone and ruined your older brother's marriage to such a sweet woman. Well, Lila is going to stop sending us money thanks to you. We're going to have to sell the house now. Hold on, what do you mean? Are we really going to have to sell the house? Mom, please tell me that you're not serious about that. I don't know how we're supposed to keep going with this way without that support from Lila. At this rate, I have enough savings to put myself into a retirement home and that's it. So, I'm moving out anyways. But, Mom, you just can't decide something like that without talking to me about it first. I mean, I don't want you to sell the house. I don't have a job. Where am I supposed to live? That is for you to figure out, Tammy. It's all your fault that this is happening, so you can find your own way out of this mess now. You can't be serious, right? Of course I am, and don't bother going to ask Tim for help either. Tim is here with us as well, and he says that you are no longer his sister after what you tried to do to sabotage his marriage. He says he wants nothing to do with you from here on out. Please tell me that this isn't really happening. You mean that no one is going to help me out? That's right. You blew up the living situation you had through your selfishness. But don't worry, I don't blame you. After all, you were doing all of that you did to try and help me, your dear old mom. That's why you asked Tammy for some more money, and that's why you tried to get her and Tim divorced, so he would come back to live with us. You did all that so we could both live more comfortable, right? I don't understand. What are you getting at with all of this? Well, not only did your plan not work, it would never have worked. And now it's blown up everything. You're on your own from now on, Tammy. Lila, I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry for sending out your divorce papers like that. I'm so sorry for everything that I've done to you.
You don't have to apologize to me, you know. I already called the courthouse and explained to them what happened. So basically, I was able to save my marriage from what you tried to do. Your fake divorce papers have already been purged from the system over there.
Oh, really? You were able to stop it? So then, that means that you forgive me for what I've done?
Oh no, I do not forgive you one bit for what you did. You have serious issues that you need to work out, but I never want to have to deal with you again.
Wait, Lila, please. I don't have a job or a place to live. Mom sold the house and is living in that retirement home, but she did all of that without even telling me. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now.
How about you go out and find a job? I'm sure your mom is so relieved to finally be free of you. But you need to learn to take care of yourself.
You can't be serious, right?
Well, you said the whole reason you weren't working was to take care of your mom, right? Now that you don't have to do that, you're free to work and make as much money as you can.
But, I mean, that's not what I meant.
Don't you see? You're finally free from all the hard work you were having to do for your mom. I know you can do it if you'd put your mind to it. Good luck! After that, I blocked Tammy's number and didn't hear from her again. Not long after that, I went to help Pearl move her things into our place. She lied to her about the retirement home and now lives with Tim and I. I heard through the grapevine that Tammy finally started to work, except that she's constantly getting in trouble and always on the verge of being fired. Still, she knows that she can't go to anyone for help and has to figure this out for herself.
Tyler, what should I do?
What's wrong?
Your mother gave me a necklace.
Huh? What about it? That's good.
Your mother gave me a present. I wonder what she's up to.
Hey, why would my mother do anything to you? Don't be silly.
Well, she hates me, doesn't she? I can't help but wonder if she's up to something.
Yeah, you're right. She does hate you.
Don't say it so clearly. I'm hurt, you know.
Oh, sorry. So, what kind of necklace did you get?
It's from a famous brand. It's probably quite expensive.
Oh, really? Well, since my mother gave it to you, you should take good care of it.
Yeah, I'll take good care of it.
Please do. Oh, by the way, I'm going out for a drink with my colleagues tonight, so I don't need dinner.
Oh, really? You've been out drinking quite often lately. Don't be too late.
Yeah, I know.
Last week you missed the last train and stayed over at your mother's place.
You won't get worried if I stayed at my mother's place rather than somewhere else, right?
That's true.
I'm still at work. See you later. Julia, are you mad at me?
If you're going to stay over, at least call me.
I said I'm sorry.
I found out this morning when your mother called.
I'm really sorry. We had a blast at the bar and I was too drunk to call you.
What? Your mother said you came home tired from working overtime.
Huh? There must have been some misunderstanding.
What a terrible misunderstanding.
Anyway, Julia, Mom told me about that necklace. She said it was your birthday present. Mom said she accidentally got your birthday wrong.
What? My birthday? It's still 6 months away. It's the wrong time of year. And I've never gotten a birthday present from your mother.
I think Mom wants to get to know you.
After all this time, your mother has been comparing me to your ex-wife Kathy ever since we got married. She always praised Kathy. I can't believe she wants to get along with me after all this time.
Mom liked Kathy a lot. Until recently, she even asked me if Kathy and I could start over.
She did?
Yeah, I told her not to be silly, but I guess she was pretty serious. She still keeps in touch with Kathy too. Oh.
What? What's wrong?
It's Kathy's birthday this month.
What? Is that... Could that necklace be...
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, maybe that necklace was supposed to go to Kathy, not me.
No way, I'm sure Mom isn't that forgetful.
Yeah, I hope so.
Maybe she got your birthday and Kathy's birthday mixed up, but I'm sure the necklace was prepared for you.
Yeah, sure. It's the first thing your mother gave me, so I'll take good care of it.
You should. Mom will be happy. Hey, Julia, what the hell is this? You've torn off the necklace Mom gave you.
So?
Why is this happening?
I tore that stupid thing off and threw it away.
You ripped off the necklace Mom gave you and threw it away? You're out of your mind. What are you thinking?
It's your mother who's crazy.
What? What do you mean? Explain it to me.
Your mother just called me and asked me to return the necklace.
What? Why?
She said she was going to give the necklace to Kathy, but she gave it to me by mistake. She said it wasn't mine and that I should give it back. I was so sad.
That's such a trivial thing she said to you. Tearing it off and throwing it away is too much. Apologize to Mom.
What? You're saying it's my fault? Why aren't you mad at your mother for me?
Why would I be mad at Mom? It's your fault for tearing it off.
Oh no, that's terrible. I thought you're on my side.
There are no sides. Just apologize to Mom. Besides, where are you now until this late? Come home and get dinner ready. I'm tired from work.
It's not my fault. You can take care of your own dinner. I'm staying at my parents' today.
Suit yourself.
I got a call from your mother.
Julia, are you still not coming home? Mom's worried about you too.
Looks like you're at your mother's. You seem fine without me.
Don't say something like that. Come home soon.
I think I went too far with the necklace.
Yeah, I went too far too. I'm sorry I didn't think about your feelings.
I lost my temper, and I feel bad about what I did to your mother.
Yeah, well, I want you to buy a new necklace and give it to Mom.
What? I don't know what you mean.
I mean, you ripped it off, so you can't give it back without buying another one, right?
Why do I have to give it back?
Mom wanted to give it to Kathy as her birthday present. She can't give it to her if you don't give it back.
Why does everyone only care about Kathy?
I didn't mean it like that, but you would want to continue to get along with Mom, don't you?
That's true, but...
Then let's just give the necklace back to Mom and apologize.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, now that you've decided to do that, come home. I can't do without you, Julia.
Yep, sure.
Hey, Julia, why aren't you home yet?
Yesterday, I called your mother to apologize after I talked with you. Then she said, when in the world are you going to have kids?
Yeah, Mom says she can't wait to see her grandkids. So, what does that have to do with you not coming home?
Your mother told me that I'm just a wife to have children, so get on with it. And she also said that you married me with that intention too. That's a lie, isn't it? That's not true, is it?
What are you saying? That's not true. I married you because I wanted to be with you.
Really? Can I trust you?
Of course you can. Stop being a pain in the ass and come home soon.
What do you mean, pain in the ass? I don't want to keep talking like this either.
Just come home and we'll talk. We should talk face to face.
Okay, I'm going home. I'll leave now.
What? Today? Now? It's late. Why don't you come home tomorrow?
Huh? I'll take a cab home. It's not that late yet.
Actually, I'm at my mom's right now.
What? You don't need me after all.
That's not true. You're not here, so I had no choice but to stay at my mom's for dinner.
Then I don't have to go home today. I'll go home tomorrow.
Sure, that would be great.
Hey, Tyler, I went to your mother's house today.
Yeah, so? Did something happen?
Well, I thanked her for the fact that you always stay over.
What?
Then she said that you only came twice last month. What does this mean?
Well, it means...
Where have you been staying?
Where? No, I go there late at night so I don't see Mom.
That's not possible. You said you had dinner there.
Maybe Mom is confused, like how she was with the necklace.
Speaking of necklace, Tyler, are you seeing Kathy?
Huh? What are you talking about? There's no way I am seeing my ex-wife.
Your mother told me that you gave Kathy the necklace I gave back to her. I don't know what's true. Tell me the truth. I didn't say it was wrong for you to see your ex-wife.
Okay, I gave the necklace to Kathy. Mom asked me to give it to her. There's nothing wrong with meeting her, and I didn't think it was necessary to tell you about it. But it was a thoughtless thing to do. I'm sorry.
So that's what happened. I'm sorry I doubted you.
I'm glad you understand. I'll be careful from now on. Hey, Julia, pick up the phone.
You came home, so you get it, right?
Huh? What do you mean I get it? Why are there divorce papers on the table?
Because I want a divorce. It means I can't stay married to you.
What's going on all of a sudden? We were getting along fine. What's wrong with us?
I've had it with you and your mother.
Huh? Why, Mom? I don't get it at all. Explain it to me.
Your mother came to our house a while ago. She wanted to talk to me. And she asked if I'm pregnant yet. I said no, and you know what she said?
What did she say?
She said, you need to have the baby and get out of here. I had no idea what she meant, so I asked her what she meant. She told me that I was only a wife to have the baby and that I should leave the baby after I had one. She said we would raise the baby.
Did she say that?
You knew about it, didn't you? It's too late to say you didn't know. I asked your mother, who are we? What do you think she said? She said that you, your mother, and Kathy are going to raise the baby together.
What?
You're trying to sound like you don't know anything. You've been contacting Kathy behind my back all this time, haven't you? Your mother told me that too.
No way, why would she tell you?
I knew it was true. How dare you deceive me?
It's not like I deceived you or anything. Kathy and I are like friends.
Yeah, right. I heard that you stayed at her place every time you were out.
If I hide it now, you'll get even more suspicious, so I'll tell you. Yes, I stayed over, but nothing happened.
Even if something did happen, there would be no proof.
What? What do you mean there would be no proof? Don't talk nonsense.
It means that even if something happened between you and Kathy, you would never have a baby.
How do you even know that? Damn, Mom talks too much.
I heard that you and Kathy got divorced because you were worried about Kathy not being able to have kids.
Yeah, so it's not like we had a fight or anything. We still talk and we have a good relationship. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about what happened with Kathy. I won't see her anymore, so don't tell me you're divorcing me.
You think I'd say divorce just because of that? You're such an optimistic asshole.
Huh? What's with that tone? Is there something more?
You're planning to let me have the baby, get divorced, take the baby, and remarry Kathy, aren't you? You wanted me to have a baby so that you could raise it with Kathy. You wanted a child of your own blood.
There's no way that I would intend to do that. You're completely mistaken.
I told you your mother came to our house today, right?
Yeah?
Well, there was someone else with her.
Huh?
Kathy came. Do you know how it feels to have your husband's ex-wife tell you to your face to have a baby and leave my husband as soon as possible? She told me to get the hell out of the wife's position because I'm just a wife who's only here to give birth. You have no idea how frustrated I was.
Did she say that to you?
I heard that you had already agreed to this. Even if you play dumb, you'll still get caught, you know?
Well, I guess so. If she told you all about it, there's no way I can get away with it. I'll tell you everything.
You finally unmasked yourself.
Shut up. Kathy and I wanted to have a child, but she was infertile and couldn't have children. And because of that, Kathy wanted to leave me, so we divorced. Mom loved Kathy as if she was her own daughter, and she was against it until the end. Then I met you and we got married. At that time, Kathy and I decided that I would have a child with you and raise that child as our own.
Do you guys realize how crazy you sound? The child I give birth to is my child, not Kathy's.
Since this plan is exposed, we have no choice. Julia, I'm sorry. I was out of my mind. Let's start over. Don't say divorce.
Huh? Are you crazy? Do you think I'm going to say, okay, let's start over, after hearing what you said?
Why not? I'm saying I want you after all, so let's not divorce.
No way! I can't stay married to a man who thinks like this. I'm definitely going to divorce you. Sign the divorce papers.
If you divorce me, you won't be able to make a living, will you? So don't force yourself to get a divorce.
I'm divorcing you and I'm going to charge you alimony for infidelity.
Huh? What the hell? You can't do that. There's no proof.
Didn't you notice? There's proof all over the place. I recorded the conversation with a voice recorder when your mother and Kathy came over. Even this text messages could be used.
You've got to be kidding me.
So I'm going to get alimony from you and divorce you. Get on with it and sign the divorce papers.
Fine. Hey, Julia, how are you?
I'm fine. What do you want?
I saw you in town today. Are you seeing an OBGYN?
What? You saw me? I just went for a gynecological exam.
You're not pregnant or anything?
That's a keen insight.
What? No way, you're pregnant? Is it mine?
Yes, I'm pregnant. I'm 6 months pregnant.
So it's mine.
Yes, but so what? What's it to you?
Please, Julia, start over with me. I'll break up with Kathy. Let's raise that child with me.
Huh? No way! I don't care about you anymore. I'm raising this child by myself.
What are you talking about? He's my child. I can't let him live an inconvenient life. You don't have a job and your parents don't have a lot of money either. I can raise that kid without any problems. So let's start over.
I'm sorry, talking to you makes me feel sick. I'm not going to start over, so please don't contact me again. Bye.
Hey, give me back my baby.
Hey, Tyler, you've had enough.
You told me not to contact you again, and here you are, contacting me.
It's an emergency. Your mother and Kathy ambushed and kidnapped me.
Kidnapped? Don't exaggerate. I heard the three of you talked in a coffee shop.
They took me by force. It's kidnapping. Wait, you knew about this? You're all out of your minds.
So, what did you talk about?
They said they want to have my baby. I can't even begin to tell you how disgusted I am.
You just can't do it, can you?
Of course not. What makes you think that you can have a child? It's not a thing.
But to my mother, the baby is her grandchild. Julia, don't you feel sorry for my mother?
I'm sorry, but I don't. Your mother and Kathy, they are really overbearing. I would never feel sorry for your mother. Besides, you know, I'm never going to start over with you.
Why not?
Well, I'm remarrying after the baby is born.
Huh? What do you mean? You're saying you had another guy besides me?
Calm down. It wasn't until after the divorce that I met the man I'm with now.
You're saying you're gonna raise my child with a guy who's not even blood related to the kid. I'm definitely against it.
It doesn't matter that you're against it. We're divorced.
I know, goddammit.
You have to give up the baby. I won't let you have my baby. By the way, I'm just curious.
Huh, what?
When you talked to your mother, did you notice anything strange?
Huh? What do you mean? Like what?
Is your mother starting to show signs of dementia? I used to be a caregiver, remember? I just have a feeling that she is, and I'm sure Kathy has noticed it too. She seemed cold towards your mother.
Huh? Mom is becoming senile?
Probably. Remember when she started to lose her temper often? I'm sure it started around that time.
Are you kidding me? I can't take care of her. What should I do?
You have Kathy. You should remarry and take care of your mother together. Besides, it's not like it's going to progress anytime soon. It's still fine for now.
Really? Mom should be fine for now?
I'm not a doctor. I can't tell for sure. But you should talk to Kathy and do your best. She's your mother.
Yeah, okay.
After texting with me, Tyler talked to Kathy about his mother's dementia. Kathy broke up with Tyler on that day, and Tyler came to complain to me. But he was rejected by my boyfriend and he started rampaging at the entrance of my apartment building. He broke the automatic door and injured the building's superintendent who came to stop him. As a result, the police were called. Later, I had a child and remarried the man I was dating. Rumor has it that Tyler's mother's dementia progressed quickly and Tyler became mentally ill due to caregiving. Tyler's mother is now in a nursing home and Tyler spends his days visiting the hospital to treat himself.